At the threshold of human existence, where questions about the purpose and meaning of life echo persistently, emerges the concept of spiritual awakening. Picture yourself navigating a unique, nonlinear, intertwined, and unpredictable journey, akin to the structure of a DNA spiral. Each turn and loop unveil new perspectives and understandings, each tailored to the traveler's singularity. This awakening is not a straight or predictable path. There is no map or manual that guides everyone equally. Instead, each human being treads a distinct route, custom-designed for their experiences, inquiries, and revelations. In this process, although each journey is deeply personal and unique, there are universal elements that connect us. The quest for inner truth, the confrontation with the ego, the dissolution of old identities, and the longing for a life that resonates with our deepest essence are experiences that, somehow, touch all who embark on this path. As you delve into this documentary, I invite you to explore with me these mystical pathways of spiritual awakening. Together, let's unveil not only the challenges and transformations that accompany this journey but also the revelations that await those willing to question, to reflect, and, above all, to transcend. Stay with us as we unravel the mysteries of spiritual awakening, an experience as ancient as humanity itself, yet always fresh with every gaze that dares to delve into its depths. If you seek to understand more about this phenomenon that has the power to alter trajectories and expand consciousness, now is the time to embark on an unprecedented exploration of the spiritual nature of the human being. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel to further evolve your mind and expand your reality. Let's get started. The ego stage is the starting point, where many of us begin our journey. In this stage, the person lives immersed in the realm of the ego, a domain where thoughts and emotions are so intensely experienced that they become the individual's very identity. Here, at the core of the ego, thoughts are not mere mental echoes, they are perceived as the voice of the soul itself. Emotions are not just reactions, they define one's reality. This profound rooting in the ego limits vision, as everything is interpreted through a personal and subjective filter. Life, from this perspective, seems to operate under the command of external forces, and personal control seems like an illusion, perpetuating a cycle of automatic and often defensive reactions. Identification with the ego generates a constant defense of a constructed identity, composed of beliefs about who we are, what we deserve, and how we should be treated. When these beliefs are challenged, emotions such as anger and resentment arise. The ego resists change because any change is seen as a threat to its existence. However, it is precisely here that spiritual awakening begins to sprout. The realization that we are trapped in automatic patterns, that our reactions are predictable, and that our emotions have the power to distort our life experience opens the door to deeper questioning. We begin to ask, who am I, beyond these thoughts and emotions? Is there something more beyond this constant inner noise? This stage is crucial, as it is the turning point where the person begins to perceive the need to transcend the ego. By recognizing the limitations of a life governed by the ego, space opens up for curiosity about what lies beyond these boundaries. Recognizing one's own mental and emotional programming becomes the first step to release these shackles. In facing the challenge of questioning and eventually understanding the ego, we are preparing for one of the most transformative phases of spiritual awakening, the death of the ego. This is the moment when we begin to dismantle the structures we have built around our identity, paving the way for a new understanding of ourselves and the world around us. After the initial confrontation with the ego, our journey leads us to one of the deepest and most transformative stages of spiritual awakening, the death of the ego. This stage is a true metamorphosis, an essential passage that challenges us to question and ultimately dismantle the structures of our own identity. The death of the ego is a process where the old identities, entrenched beliefs, and thought patterns that have defined our existence until now begin to be dismantled. This is not a physical event but rather a profound inner change, an abandonment of preconceived ideas about who we are. The labels that have been imposed on us or that we have accepted, such as gender, profession, nationality, and even our religious and political beliefs, begin to lose their power and influence over us. In this stage, it is common to experience a sense of emptiness and disorientation. After all, if we are no longer the identities we have constructed, who are we really? This emptiness, though unsettling, is also the space where new possibilities can sprout. It is fertile ground for growth and reinvention. As the old layers of the ego are peeled away, a new clarity begins to emerge. We start to see beyond the social and personal constructs that have formed our identity. This is a process of purification, where what is false or imposed is gradually left behind, revealing the most authentic core of our being. The death of the ego allows us to observe life and ourselves from a higher perspective, free from the distortions of our personal projections. This dismantling of the ego is accompanied by a growing sense of freedom. As the shackles of the ego loosen, our life experience transforms. We cease to be mere reactors to events and circumstances. Instead, we become conscious observers and active creators of our reality. Life, once seen as a series of events to which we automatically responded, now presents itself as an open field of possibilities. The process of ego death is, therefore, not just about losing something but about gaining a new perspective, a new freedom to explore, experience, and express our true selves. As we free ourselves from old identities, we are invited to live in a more authentic way aligned with our deepest essence. After the profound and challenging process of ego death, we emerge into a new stage of our spiritual journey, the quest. This is a moment of deep inquiry and exploration, where individuals embark on an internal and external journey in search of broader and more meaningful truths. Freed from the shackles of the ego, we begin to question more deeply the foundations of existence. Who are we really? What is the purpose of our life? Is there something greater beyond what our eyes can see? These existential questions are the driving force behind the quest. It is a stage marked by a deep longing to understand not only who we are but also how we fit into the broader fabric of the universe. In the pursuit of truth, many turn to spiritual literature, where sacred texts and the works of great spiritual masters offer insights and guidance. These readings are not merely academic, they are experienced, with each word and concept tested against personal experience. The teachings of figures like Buddha, Jesus Christ, Lao Tzu, among others, serve as beacons that illuminate the often murky path ahead. Simultaneously, the quest may also lead to engagement with spiritual practices such as meditation and prayer. These practices are not seen merely as rituals or obligations but as vital tools to deepen the connection with the divine and our true selves. Meditation, in particular, offers a way to quiet the restless mind and allow deeper awareness to arise. Prayer, whether it is an intimate conversation with the divine or a practice of gratitude and supplication, strengthens the spiritual connection and provides guidance and comfort. In this stage of the quest, it is not uncommon for individuals to seek the company and guidance of spiritual masters or mentors. These guides can offer valuable external perspectives, helping navigate the complexities of the spiritual insights that begin to emerge. They act as mirrors and compasses, reflecting our own truths back to us and aiding in directing our journey. It is important to note that the quest is neither linear nor free from challenges. There may be moments of doubt and disillusionment, where answers seem farther away than ever. However, each challenge faced is itself an opportunity for further deepening. As we dedicate ourselves to this quest, we gradually begin to realize that the truth we seek is not only in external texts, practices, or teachings, but also within us. It is a journey that paradoxically leads us outward in search of wisdom and inward in search of understanding. After the intense phase of seeking, where we delve into the depths of our existence and explore various sources of wisdom, we reach a crucial and transformative moment in our spiritual journey, the emergence of the authentic self. This stage is marked by a process of self-discovery and authenticity, where social masks begin to fall away, and the true essence begins to shine. The emergence of the authentic self is an awakening to the reality of our true being, stripped of all pretensions and false identities accumulated over the years. In this stage, we begin to question not only who we are but also how we express our identity in the world. There is a continuous movement of introspection and reflection that leads us to discard everything that does not truly resonate with our inner core. This phase is often accompanied by a series of significant changes both in personal and professional life. As we become more aware of our true nature, it becomes increasingly difficult to sustain relationships, careers, or habits that are not aligned with our deepest values and beliefs. There may be painful ruptures, but also wonderful opportunities to align our external existence with our true inner self. The process of emerging as our authentic selves often involves letting go of what is safe and familiar to embrace the unknown. This transition can be challenging as it directly confronts the comfort of the known. However, it is precisely this willingness to face the unknown and let go of the past that allows for an authentic rebirth. As the authentic self emerges, we experience a clarity of purpose and a renewed passion for life. The activities we engage in, the people we choose to connect with, and even the challenges we face are now perceived in a new light. There is a sense of integrity and congruence that permeates all facets of life, from the most mundane to the most spiritual. This stage also brings a profound self-acceptance, with all its imperfections and vulnerabilities. Learning to embrace our flaws as an integral part of who we are is a fundamental aspect of the emergence of the authentic self. It is here that true self-acceptance begins to take shape, allowing us to live more fully and freely. As we move beyond the emergence of the authentic self, we enter the final and ongoing stage of our spiritual journey, the life of alignment. This is the culmination of spiritual awakening, where we achieve a harmonious integration of all aspects of our being with the world around us. It is a stage of deep connection and resonance, characterized by a peaceful and productive coexistence both with our environment and with the people who share our lives. Living an aligned life means that our actions, thoughts, and emotions are in congruence with our deepest values and true essence. It is not just about passive self-acceptance, but about active and conscious engagement with life, where every decision and interaction are influenced by a profound sense of purpose and authenticity. In this stage, compassion and acceptance become crucial, not only towards ourselves but also towards others. Recognizing our own journey and the struggles we face to reach this point, we are more able to offer the same level of understanding and empathy to others. Compassion here is seen not as a distant ideal, but as a daily practice, integrated into the small actions and interactions of everyday life. This alignment also manifests in how we relate to the natural world and the broader community. There is a growing recognition of our interdependence with nature and the social systems in which we live. This awareness drives us to adopt more sustainable practices and promote greater harmony between human development and environmental preservation. Internally, a life of alignment is reflected in a sense of peace and contentment. The internal struggles that once dominated us are now replaced by a feeling of serenity. Anxiety and conflict are replaced by a deeper acceptance of life's uncertainties and a commitment to continuous growth. The integration of all aspects of being also creates space for a richer and deeper exploration of human capabilities. Perhaps for the first time, many may find themselves truly capable of fully exploring their talents and passions, free from the constraints imposed by outdated beliefs and behaviors. In conclusion, a life of alignment is not a final destination but a state of being that we continue to cultivate and deepen. Every moment is an opportunity to practice alignment, to live authentically, and to contribute to a more compassionate and understanding world. We face a journey that not only redefines our perception of ourselves but also transforms our relationship with the world around us. This process is undoubtedly one of the deepest and most enriching paths an individual can tread in the quest for a deeper understanding of human existence. Spiritual awakening, as we have seen, is a journey of continual self-discovery and expansion. From the initial confrontation with the ego stage, through the transformative death of the ego, to the intense search for meaning and the emergence of the authentic self, each stage of this journey challenges us to look more deeply within ourselves and reconsider our interaction with the external world. In the end, the life of alignment we seek is both an achievement and a starting point for new discoveries and experiences. This state of being not only benefits the individual in their personal quest for peace and harmony but also has the power to positively influence those around them and the environment in which they live. If this video resonated with you, if you found echoes of your own journey in the words and stories shared here, then I encourage you to share these discoveries. Pass on the insights and reflections that may serve as inspiration or comfort to others in their own quests. The journey of spiritual awakening is deeply personal, yet also universal in its themes and inquiries. Sharing this video can be a powerful way to expand consciousness and promote a wave of interconnected spiritual growth and understanding. Each share has the potential to touch hearts and minds, initiate meaningful conversations, and encourage others to embark on or persevere in their own spiritual journeys. I thank you for joining me in this profound exploration of the human soul, and I hope that the perspectives presented here serve as a beacon on your own journey. Until next time, keep exploring, questioning, and growing. Remember, true awakening begins when we decide to look inward and face with courage and openness the infinite possibilities of our own spiritual evolution.